It's the second week of May, 2006. The best week ever! No, Brittany's not just fat, she's pregnant. Whew.
Don't worry, Dave, it's not yours.
Whoa!
The H5 virus mutated and is now transmissible from human to human.
Go inside and lock the doors. A made-for-TV movie is about to attack.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
Jade's the perfect supermodel. Everyone already hates her.
I'm a star. I have so much damn potential. I am a supermodel.
Just when you thought it was safe to travel on doomed cruise ships.
I think this is going to be a very interesting night.
Could we be looking at the first gray-haired American Idol?
All right, thank you guys. Roll patrol.
You may have been unveiled this week, PlayStation 3, but one of these people is having the best week ever. It's everything you love, everything you missed,
You know what happens. You look disappointed.
and all the stuff you need to see again.
This was a very difficult week.
The best week ever.
You are the lucky ones.
Spent all week learning your phone had been tapped? Here's what you missed, my fellow Americans. What has gray hair and dances like your drunk uncle? The next American Idol. Maybe. We were all shocked this week when our favorite rocker was voted off American Idol, but nobody was more flabbergasted than Chris Daughtry himself. Seriously, did you see his face?
Chris, you are going home tonight. The journey ends.
Chris Daughtry got kicked off? I mean, that's the biggest upset of the year. Chris Daughtry had all the makings of a favorite. He was sexy, he was virile, he was beautiful, he was raw, he was primal.
Even Simon had been predicting that Chris was going to be in the final.
What is your prediction about who will win this year?
If I had to put my money on, I think it will be between Chris or Taylor.
I guess with Chris gone, it means Taylor is going to be the American Idol. What?
When I first saw Taylor Hicks at the auditions initially, I was like, I didn't know B. Arthur and Michael McDonald had a child.
And if you squint, he even looks like George Clooney.
It is true that Taylor looks like George Clooney a little bit, if you have astigmatism, which I do in my left eye. So I watch Taylor like this.
Not only did Taylor make it to the final three, he's never been in the bottom three.
America is in love with Taylor Hicks.
I'm the Soul Patrolman.
Taylor is backed up by a legion of fans known as the Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol!
And what is it they patrol? The easy listening section at Sam Goody. You're not gonna get to the Josh Groban Band without going through the Soul Patrol.
I think people like Taylor because he doesn't look like he's trying. Like if Taylor was to be told, you're out of here, I don't think you would see his face like, or sad. You know, he'd be like, wah, 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 I'm out of here, I'm out of here. They just kicked me off. Wah, 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 wah. You know, and because that's Taylor, man. He's old and happy and young at the same time.
From gray hair to a Brazilian wax, it's America's Next Top Model. On America's Next Top Model, Jade is everything a supermodel should be, and she'll be the first to tell you.
I feel I am the undiscovered supermodel.
I'm a star. I feel like I have so much damn potential. I'm Jade, man. Like, woo!
America's Top Model, they're down to 3 models. And the one that's gonna win is definitely Jade because she's the most bitchy and horrific, and that's the way supermodels are.
People think I'm a bitch when they first meet me because, oh, I'm pretty, I have this beautiful body. But when they get to know me, I'm so cool, I'm very real. My body is very proportionable.
Proportionably speaking, Jade is fantastic-nacious in the way that she can create words and phraseology in a magnification of mannerisms.
I analyze everything, everybody. I'm just an analytic person. They were talking about the decipheration between confidence and cockiness. I'm dealing with so much tornness.
Jade has a spiritual advantage because she gets a chakra cleanse from her mommy.
If you want to make it in this business, you can't walk up to Tyra Banks and have your aura all skanky.
Jade is just behaving the way a supermodel should behave. If I went up to her in a bar and tried to hit on her, I would expect her to throw a drink in my face and kick me in the sack.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Jade is gonna win this competition, and she'll be hitting her assistant in the face with her cell phone in no time.
The only thing growing faster than Jade's ego is the threat of bird flu on ABC. This week, ABC's made-for-TV movie, Fatal Contact, Bird Flu in America, taught us a lot of things about the avian flu. Luckily, most of it was totally made up.
This movie says, what if the bird flu spread from person to person and then from country to country? That hasn't really happened, but what if it did?
I mean, this is some scary okay? One dude sneezes on a plane and they show how everybody in the universe is infected like Brady Bunch style.
In the movie, the country goes absolutely nuts. Suburban moms are fighting in grocery stores. Communities are quarantined. People are taking their own lives.
We're all gonna die.
It's kind of like that Christmas when Tickle Me Elmo came out.
I learned a lot of things about the bird flu. It can be transmitted through martinis. Probably also Cosmos and Manhattans. We learned that if you see a baby just hanging out with its dead parents, don't pick it up. It's full of bird flu.
The most crazy thing about this movie is that actual government officials are reacting to it as if it's a real thing.
Virginia's real governor, Tim Kaine, stated that if there was an outbreak of bird flu in Virginia, he would not contain victims with a razor wire and a cyclone fence.
I mean, why does a real governor feel like he needs to respond to a fictitious situation? Is Mayor Bloomberg gonna have to tell us that if there ever was a giant gorilla taking over Manhattan, relax, we would not shoot it with airplanes?
Even Ted Kennedy stated that we're not prepared for a pandemic.
The preparations for avian flu have been in such prolonged disarray.
Ted Kennedy, hasn't he killed more Americans than the bird flu?
I didn't watch that TV movie because American Idol was on. I don't care about bird flu. I need to figure out a way to cure my McFever.
Lock your doors. Hide your children. Star Jones may be on the loose. Rumors are that ABC will announce that Star Jones will be leaving The View to pursue important projects. Isn't that code for you and your new breasts are getting fired?
Ooh, things are getting spicy on The View. Rosie O'Donnell is replacing Meredith. And let me tell you something, she is not a fan of Star.
Rosie has a beef with Star because she feels Star should admit to having gastric bypass surgery to lose weight. Now that Rosie's going over to The View, everyone's saying that Star might be looking for other work.
What is Rosie thinking? By making Star Jones quit, who's going to take a football to the face?
I was looking forward to Rosie O'Donnell and Star Jones sitting next to each other on The View. Because then maybe they would get into a fight. To the death. Or worse.
The rumor is that Star Jones is being replaced by Gayle King, whose qualifications include being friends with Oprah. And, yeah.
We gotta stop Oprah's friends from getting jobs. Rachel Ray, Dr. Phil, Maya Angelou, I heard she's gonna have a show on Spike. That's not confirmed.
As all this is going on, did anyone think to ask Elizabeth Hasselbeck? That poor girl looks at those 3 other women like her 3 mommies. You don't want to have one of your 3 mommies taken away, much less 2. And then a new mommy gets introduced? Then you're like that little bird from the book, Are You My Mother? Talking to a dump truck.
Just in case you ingrates forgot, this Sunday is Mother's Day. Here with a special tribute on behalf of the many new celebrity babies is Greg Fitzsimmons.
Many celebrities became mothers this past year. Katie Holmes gave birth to Suri. Britney Spears begat Sean Preston, Jennifer Garner, Brooke Shields, Heidi Klum, Melania Trump, Denise Richards all had tiny bundles of joy of their own. Even Adam Sandler's wife had a baby, though no one knows her names or the babies. So on behalf of these brand new celebrity young'uns, I would like to deliver this very special Mother's Day tribute. To the woman who cares for my every need, I say, thank you. To the woman who nurtures me, clothes me, makes me well when I'm sick, I say, you are the greatest. To the woman who sacrifices her sleep, who comes running when I cry, to the woman who gives me life-giving nourishment from her own teeth, I say, I love you with all my heart, and you are, by far, the greatest nanny a celebrity baby could ever ask for. So happy Mother's Day to you, my team of nannies and my wet nurses, and I hope that one day you can scrap and save and put enough money away to bring your own babies over from whatever country you're from. Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
It's the Sizzler! Do not look directly into the searing white hotness of gossip.
Sizzler, you need to come home and take care of your baby.
Baby needs shoes, Sizzler. Listen, hungry.
Brangelina is now husband-wife. According to Life and Style magazine, Brad and Angelina have tied the knot in a secret wedding in Namibia. Sources say that they also took part in a traditional Himba wedding ceremony that consisted of headdresses, goatskin, and butter fat.
Angelina and Brad had a traditional Namibian wedding. I think generally when you use the word traditional, shouldn't it be your tradition?
Everything's gotta be so African with these two. I get it, you like Africa.
I mean, like, what is wrong with North America? I mean, this is a perfectly good continent. I mean, Canada, the United States, Mexico, I could go on. I mean, I couldn't go on much more than that, but you understand what I'm saying.
Booty leg! Allegedly, Jamie Foxx listens to his own music while making love, but only the unreleased songs.
When Jamie Foxx wants to get into the mood, he listens to his unreleased material. And then when the moment is just right, he releases his material.
If Jamie Foxx is on top of me and coming at me in surround sound, it makes it all that much more harder to fantasize that he's Damon Wayans.
Flower power! Allegedly, Tom Cruise dropped 900 big ones for a flower bouquet for the mother of his latest spawn. Happy Mother's Day, Katie! I hope we didn't ruin the surprise.
$900, that's it? That's Jerry O'Connell money.
You made $100 million on War of the Worlds and you sent me some peonies? There better be some diamonds up in those flowers. I better shake that bouquet and get some sort of bracelet.
$900 for flowers? Wait a second, isn't $900 what Mission Impossible 3 earned in its first week?
Oh, no. Actually, it was like 48 million.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's respectable.
That's totally respectable. That's a lot of money.
It's on track to do, 150, 175.
Yeah, I mean, worldwide it's gonna be like 400 mil.
A huge hit on DVD.
Yeah.
Sizzler, shame on you. We need that $40 too.
And that was the Sizzler. Let's go to the movies with Frangela.
Hey, Angela, girl, don't forget, it's movie margarita night, and girl, we're gonna go see Poseidon.
Poseidon? Well, who's in the movie?
Big Hollywood stars, that's who, okay? We got Josh Lucas, Kurt Russell, and Richard Dreyfuss for starters.
I was kind of in the mood to see some smaller actors, people you don't see every day.
Angela, are you listening to me? I said Josh Lucas, Kurt Russell, and Richard Dreyfuss.
No, you're right, girl. No, you're right. All right, you convinced me. Okay, we can go see the movie. But you know what? You got to keep your mouth shut, okay? I don't need to hear a lot of talking through this movie.
All right, no problem. Because I was talking to Freddie Rodriguez, one of the co-stars, and he gave me the inside scoop, girl.
It's just a wild ride right from the beginning. There's not a lot of talking.
While you were walking coast to coast to lose weight, really big guy, we were finding the week's best moment in case you missed it. For Coldplay's newest video, they superimposed themselves over an episode of the 80s Lifetime talk show Attitudes. Why? Because it featured an 84-year-old rubber band.
When I saw Barbara and Spencer dancing, I thought, gee, if he spins her around one more time like that, he's gonna come up with nothing but an arm.
Here's where it gets strange as well.
because you're looking at her, she's very pliable, she's bending all these ways, and you get like a semi, and they're like, holy shit, she's 84. So now you don't know where you're at. You know, like, am I attracted to 84-year-old women? And am I an octogenarian humper?
During his 2-hour ABC special, Drowned Alive, the producers rolled out some old footage of David Blaine performing magic tricks. Ugh, gross.
Trust me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just trust me. Just trust me on that.
He's like, relax, trust me. Why should I trust you? You have your fingers in my mouth.
No one wants to see their teeth in your hand. I don't, if I may speak for everybody. And I think I may.
Mary Jo Buttafuoco may have forgiven Amy Fisher for shooting her in the face 15 years ago, but don't think she's gonna pass up an opportunity to make her feel bad.
Come closer, let me tell you why, because I have to tell you this, I've lost all the hearing in this ear, so I have to get closer to you so I can hear you.
One minute they're hugging and everything's wonderful, and next minute she's like, hey, can you come a little closer? I can't hear in this ear because somebody shot me in the face. All right, it was you.
And now, the moment America's been waiting for. The most anticipated Best Week Ever winner ever. Anticlimaxes.
There's never been a better week than to just sort of awkwardly semi-succeed.
All week it was like, oh, Mission Impossible? Britney Spears is pregnant? Yeah, she is. David Blaine, is he gonna drown?
No, he's not.
Even Philip Roth's new novel, Everyman, which I know I've been waiting for weeks for this thing to come out. I didn't love it.
For like a month, NBC pushed on us that Kelsey Grammer was going to guest star on Medium as the Angel of Death.
Coming soon, Kelsey Grammer is the Angel of Death.
They should have told us the truth, that the guy from Frasier, whose company produces Medium, is going to guest star as an insurance salesman.
Oh, I wrote a policy for him and his wife several years ago, and we became friends. We used to play racquetball virtually every Tuesday.
Britney Spears made a special guest appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman to make a special surprise announcement that everybody already knew.
You are, in fact, pregnant, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's right. Kevin Federline is going to be a Papa Zhao again.
There was more suspense watching Britney try to pronounce the word Tamiflu than in announcing her pregnancy.
Hilarious scene in which Leslie Nielsen confuses his something with his Viagra.
Tamiflu, yeah.
David Blaine's got this special Drowned Alive where he's gonna hold his breath for 9 minutes.
For 8 days, we waited for David Blaine to beat the underwater breath-holding record or die trying. And then, after sitting through a 2-hour special, he didn't break the record, and he didn't die trying. You really tricked us, David Blaine. Bravo. Single hand clap for you, DB.
I thought my disappointment with the whole week was at an all-time high, and then right after the David Blaine show, they cut to the season finale of What About Brian? Is Brian?
Watch Best Week Ever every Friday night at 11 p.m.